What up, what up, what up, what up, everybody? I tip my hat to you all that's tuning in, and I tip my hat to the LA Dodgers. What a performance in game one in the National League Championship Series. Welcome to another edition of KM Video Live Streams. Mac Heads, Maniacs, stand up one time. The rest of y'all late. Y'all late. James Cash, what it do? Anthony, Antonio, what up? Tori Thompson, my main man, what up with you? How y'all doing tonight, man? I was going to give you a really good show tonight on politics, on the two presidential candidates, but I don't know how to put X, formerly known as Twitter, on here, and I didn't know how to download the video. When I click on download, it doesn't do anything. And I couldn't just drag it to my computer. But man, got some really good feedback on people talking about the election both ways. It's not one side, it's both ways. Very, very interesting. I think you guys would have loved it. I had a ball watching them myself, but Queen Maria, what it do, homeboy? West Side Abby, what up with you? You the first female up in here tonight. That mean a lot to me. It mean a lot. When we going on? The 18th? By the way, I had to Vaseline my face up so y'all don't be talking about I look goat mouth and white around the mouth and all that tonight, right? But Southside, what up, homie? Michelle, what it do? King LX, what up, what up, what up, what up, homie? And Irene, I didn't have a problem with my eyes until I tried to read your name, Irene. I realized I do need my glasses. Anyway, crazy day in sports, crazy weekend in sports. Your boy been laid up in the bed for 72 hours, just in the bed trying to stay off my foot and leg, which hasn't healed. But my upper body's been great, so I'm feeling good mentally, spiritually, just not so much physically. But I felt good enough today to get up out of the bed toward the end of that Dodger game and holler at y'all, you know what I mean? But Jerry Allen Jr., what up? You thought that Juju comment was funny over there on Capping with Kev. It wasn't meant to be funny, homie. You say I'm a comedian, I'm hilarious. I wasn't trying to be funny. I was dead serious, man, about Juju, and also when I talked about my losing streak. I was serious, man. I'd be like, God, Lord and Savior, I got a question for you. Why do I keep losing? What did I do and who did I do it to? I was serious, bro. That wasn't meant to be funny. And Juju, I think I text you, but everybody else wouldn't know. Yeah, it's a no-go, just like I predicted. She didn't got too famous. She's too protected now, and she has an image now, and she's paid now. She ain't messing with her. We're not going to penetrate this. Not to speak bad into existence, but it's going to be hard to penetrate that circle now. Should have got her when I had the chance, but I wanted to protect her as well. But now she's really protected. So my apologies. We won't be seeing Juju this October, y'all. We talked about it almost a year ago. Remember? Yeah, I think you the one who really put me up on her. I knew who she was as far as highlights and being recruited. Had no idea that she had game like that, man. So shout out to you, man. Jerome Wallace, what up? I hear your picks came out really, really good, man. Derek Lewis was about to bless you until I think that Eagle game cost him. He hit me. He said he was gonna bless you, man. He just needed that one game, man. It was the Eagles minus 8.5. They took a knee at the 10-yard line. But we save all that for the sports channel. What's up with y'all and how y'all been doing this weekend? Kev, when is Q's going to be back on? I don't know. Q's was calling me today, man, but I wasn't feeling good. I didn't feel like talking. All I was going to tell him was about either the Eagles was going to blow me up or my foot hurt. So I'm like, I'm not talking to Q's about that, right? Ladies of KMV, Ladies Night, Friday, October 18th, 9 p.m. West Coast time. Guest of the night, Miss Rennie Lowe. Good job, Evie. Good job. We got Rennie Loke as the guest of the night. I'm sure a lot of people want to see you in 702. And Michelle, if Michelle can make it and the rest of them, I know Crystal's not going to come on. Somebody said they were doing some traveling. Maybe Shanique will come on. Shanique was not on Instagram. So can't nobody pick games right to see it. I mean, how many games? That's the question. I mean, 9 out of 10 doesn't mean you can't pick games. I mean, you just can't pick 10 of them. Go Young DJ hit like a 2 or 3 teamer. I mean, that's picking teams, right? Jock Botsy been winning all week and losing all week too. I mean, Deron Wallace said he had a couple good days. What do you mean nobody's picking games right this season? You mean it's a lot of games that's not going right this season? Is that what you mean? Waiting on an interview with OG Bam. Which Bam? Which Bam is that? Front Hood or bro? Shanique was the only KMV woman to cam up on the panel, and she got them tea. Uh-oh. Shanique, will you hear that? I know you listening. Somebody looking at them cheeks. Hopefully the women hit the panel and cam up after 6 years of being faceless. You can tell, I don't think Westside Ebby been around that long because she come up in here like too fired up, trying to get the ladies together and get her something going on as far as YouTube. And I don't know if she been around 6 years. She too wired up and antsy to really get it cracking like we was trying to do back then, right? Remember I had this stripper come over one day? Yeah. I remember that. I was just trying to get the channel jumping, man. You know, that's one of the most boring channels with the most accurate and precise information during some of these lives, right? By the way, I posted a repost of Nipsey Hussle posting me and him on his Instagram page in 2018, March 2018. It's about a year before he was killed. And he leaves a comment about me and him. So y'all check that out. It's on my community page. I was going through pictures of me and Nip, and I decided, you know what, man, I'm gonna throw a couple pics out there for the haters, and I don't mind if I stay in their head, right? Ain't nothing like you going to sleep and you in another man's head because he don't know the real, right? Like who gives a damn if you don't know the real? If I call my homie from Southside or Atlantic Drive and I ask them a question and they don't know, guess what? They don't know and I don't know either. End of story. You little kids nowadays get mad if you don't get the info. I think it's kind of hilarious, but Dre Smooth is Nipsey Baby Kev Mac dudes was on Reddit arguing about that. No, he's not Baby Kev Mac. Baby Kev Mac got life in prison. He's in Calipatria right now. And so no, he's not Baby Kev. Victoria Lopez, what up? Now that's a real one right there. You know what's funny? Some way, somehow I ran across a picture right before I got bedridden, right? Maybe what, 3, 4 days ago. I run across a picture. I'm like, I don't remember this picture. So I'm looking and looking. So I go look at the next picture, and that's where I was in the hotel room. And AC Baba Louie was there. Yeah. Real talk, man. So I know you've been around. Send you a few parlays that hit. I thought you don't do parlays, but I definitely didn't get them. I thought I was going to get some straight bets from you on a big day, but I didn't get nothing from you. So I don't know what that's about. But Michelle, OBG, yes, sir. KM ladies, catfishing. Uh-oh, not the catfishing. Trey, you say they catfishing? Why they catfishing, homie? Oh, now 3 of them came through. You must have just sent them because 3 just came through. Ooh, that's a long parlay. You hit that sucker? Yeah, you did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looked longer than 7. Okay, you on, boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, you on. Too bad you didn't bet that much. Bet like you be betting them straight bets, boy. You would have won $1 million today. Real talk. Do the math, homie. But good. Good looking out, man. You did good, man. I got to give you props. You did real good. Eagles hurt a lot of people today, except for the people that took the teaser or the money line. Candace Kirksey, what up, sweetie? Oh, Candace is the one that won't be available on the 18th. 40 days of content and OG summer vacation. You had to be around 2018, 2019 classic content. Real talk. The home of the stories, the original stories, back when I used to be in Houston. You're right about that. I haven't hit nothing. This ain't for me, kid. Yeah, back up then, back up. Obviously, it ain't for me either. It ain't for me either, bro. Blessings towards your health and wellness home. I don't know where I got wellness from, but thank you, Casey. Thank you. Cedric, good looking out, Cedric. I hope this is Cedric from KM Video Live Streams and not Cedric that's trying to buy a hoodie. Oh man, you gotta let me know, bro. I don't know who that came from, man. Lions went hard on them Cowboys. Easy call, real easy call. I just thought Dak Prescott would run the ball, and he did. One carry, 1 yard. He had one little run called back, which I don't even know if that would have went over for the day, but damn sure close. Jerry Allen, good looking out. Let me bang that cash out real quick, y'all. Man, welcome back. Welcome back. 702. What's 702 at? What up, 702? Man, I remember there was days where I thought 702 would never come back, and I was happy with it. I was like, cool. Glad that headache is gone. I'm not kissing that ass. Now I love her to death. I love Miss 702. She's so nice and sweet. Always supportive. Always live in the chat. You know what? They always talk about blocking blessings. I sure am glad I didn't block you. So that's my shout out to you tonight, 702. Glad you're still around. Glad you're still part of the chat. I see you doing your thing on YouTube with your shorts and all that. Handle your channel. I wish you nothing but success. It was a few NFL butt whoopings today, yeah, but they all were expected as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, she don't, Jerome. I try to give her good advice. She won't listen, though. I'm obviously not her mentor. I don't want no other man from KMB to kiss my ass. Well, I'm sorry about your past experiences. Candace Kirksey, thank you, sweetie. The lovely Candace Kirksey, appreciate you. Pluto, I just had to mention that when I seen your name. You always in the chat. Um, you came with a lot of drama, but it wasn't your fault. That's for sure. Uh, so once again, ladies of KMV will be joining us for Ladies Night Live Friday, October 18th at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Their guest of the night is going to be the one and only Rennie MF and Low out of Compton. Y'all be here. Y'all make sure we run them numbers up. Y'all with other channels, send the traffic over here. Let's get one of them live streams that's popping like old school times. 7, 8, 900, 1,000, 1,200. Man, them was the good days. That's when I had YouTube all to myself. I was like the only guy on YouTube talking about some gangs and some jokes. Everybody else was talking about pimping and how black women think they too good for black dudes in the hood and moving out of the United States to go over to countries where they stand a better chance, free healthcare, free education, stuff like that. Damn, I miss those days, man. I miss them days. I'm sorry, I'm learning. Don't trip. You grown. You good. Send out the link to some of my followers. I don't know how to do that. Oh, on Instagram. That's back when I was watching your channel over my boyfriend's shoulder. Now he watching it over your shoulder. He like, Michelle, nigga be all up on your back. What you watching? Who on there tonight? What are you talking about? Big Kev Mac had it on lock. Now I'm sharing with 100,000 other people, man. 999,000 don't even know what they talking about. They recycling info with misinfo. And, man, it's crazy. You funny though, Michelle. I'm glad you. I don't know what got you here, but I'm glad you're here and you've been staying here for a while. Jason, good looking out, Jay. Appreciate you, Jay. We popping tonight. I always say I'm gonna call Too Pretty Kenny, but I've been in so much pain myself, going through what I was going through. Let me call TPK. He don't mess with us no more, yo. Seem like everybody I go to bat for and had they back never stay loyal to me.
Big Kid Mac.
What's up, TPK?
How your health, man? Somebody told me you kind of messed up for a minute.
Well, why you ain't hit me up?
I don't know. I don't know you want to be bothered. But you don't answer your phone. You know what I mean?
I've been answering ever since I've been sick. Never know what I need or the doctor or Medicare or what. But
you're right about that. Yeah, Stan the man called me.
Okay.
Told me. He said that you were sick or something.
All right. You know I'm on live right now. I just told my audience I'm gonna check on you. That's all.
Hey, maniacs, back in. How everybody doing?
Yeah, they always ask about you. I just hadn't got around to calling you again. I called once and it went to voicemail. I never called back.
Oh yeah, I got to come on live, man.
Yeah.
We got to hook up.
All right, I'm here.
All right, one love.
All right, later. Get Cowboy on the phone, so I asked him why he left Nip outside. First things first, I don't have Cowboy's number. Secondly, I haven't spoken to Cowboy since then. And third, you probably got a good chance of going over to one of them platforms he be on. I don't know if he's still on Instagram and asking for his number, my brother. Cowboy ain't ducking no conversations and no fades. He'll holler at you. I'm pretty sure of that. I don't want anything from you, Kev. I love the channel. I support you to the fullest. Good looking out, Cedric. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I also appreciate you clearing that up for me so I don't think somebody wanted a hoodie. When do we answer? He got an attitude. Sure, my cuz. We all the way in New Zealand. What up, JT in New Zealand? What up? Any good soccer games this weekend, man? Like, share, subscribe. What up with you, Crystal? Black Warrior Spirit says, Magnetic, go to LA and ask him. He shouldn't be hard to find. 75 in the chat. Like, subscribe. We got 81 in the chat. Y'all go on, hit that like button one time. This one of them lives I think is decent. I think this is a decent live. I think y'all could like it. But, so what else is going on, though, everybody? Besides the Dodgers winning, Cowboys getting stomped out. Any real life situations going on y'all want to talk about? Anybody want my opinion on anything? Kevin, Jerome, them picks was gold, but I messed them all up. I don't even know what picks I gave out, man. I had a few people hit me up to put in tickets for him. So I don't remember what I bet, who I picked. I was sick, so I never even went back to even look at what I picked. But I know today the Eagles with the spread was the only thing went bad. Only thing went bad, and then Doc Prescott and the Cowboys players on the prop bets. Prop bets always gold too. Every prop bet was gold today except for that Cowboy game. Presidential race getting tight. Tight as fish coochie, right? I don't know though, Jerry Allen. I think they be doing a lot of faking, whole lot of pump faking, man. I think they just say what they want to say about it being tight, right? Oh, Trump got this small lead. Trump, it is close now. Oh, Harris is winning in this state but losing in these two states. I don't know if all that's true. I think they're making it up to make it seem like a tight race if people come out and vote, especially for Harris. Um, I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I think it's media propaganda. Or sometimes they do a poll of 1,000 people, 1,000 in each state. We got millions in some states. What's 1,000 gonna do, right? I asked, we got some long ones up in here. I don't even see them. Where they go? I asked him on Crenshaw Slauson and he flexed on me. I didn't ask like it was his fault. I just wanted to know what happened because Cowboy was all on the news. I was from a place of sadness. Oh, that's right, man. Yeah, you could easily mistake that question as hating or oppressing somebody. So it's all about your conversation and your delivery. If you conversated with him first, he would know you came from a place of sadness. But if you just walked up to him and that's the first thing you asked, I mean, yeah, hell yeah. You know, and Cowboy is cool, calm, and collective to where he won't just take off on you first. Now, he will take off on you, but you know, he's his anger isn't triggered as easily as mine. Um, I'm on a project around reshaping the minds of our troubled kids and troubled youth. We need to break that vicious generational cycle that plagues us. Oh yeah, y'all got that problem over there in New Zealand too? If you was over here in the States, I'll tell you a couple of people to holler at, man. Maybe y'all could help each other out. Yeah, Derek Lewis know that. Raiders. I understand the Tigers. My lock wasn't shit on that under. Jerome warned me about that lock and said I was gonna jake y'all. That Raiders, man, is you silly? The Raiders, man, if you don't get out of here with that Raiders over the Steelers, man, get out of here, man. It happens though. I heard a Crip call the founder Michael Washington. Wow, that's crazy. Casey, good looking out, Casey. I met Cowboy at his store. He was always outside, always outside. My approach was wrong, OG, from over there. Let him know I was from out of town and had been drinking. See? See what I'm saying? I'm glad you admitted that, though. Yeah, bad approach. And you was drinking. So again, see, Cowboy ain't just gonna jump out there on you like that. Especially drinking, he wouldn't even fight a drunk. But he'll fight you if you want to get out. But yeah, I don't talk to him like I said, so I can't tell him what was going on with in your mind frame and where you was from at the time, bro. Like I said, find one of them podcasts he be on, leave a comment. I'm sure you could get in touch with him that way. Kev, how you feel about Diddy and people outside Cali claiming 60s? How I feel about Diddy? I got mixed emotions about Diddy. Number one, I don't care. Don't care about him. Don't care about his case. Number two, I think I spoke on this once or twice. I think us as black people, we can't wait to see somebody fail. We can't wait to see somebody go on trial, whether it's criminal trial or public opinion. and we just put our foot in the back of their neck, like they not human, they don't exist. Now, I'm coming from a place where I don't know if he raped anybody. I don't know if he put date, rape, drug in people's drink. I don't know that. So I'm not judging the man on those accusations. If that's what come out in trial, I'm gonna look at him and discuss. But I'm gonna always wonder why was all these people at his parties, especially after these accusations. People were still showing up to these parties. I am of the belief that a lot of people wanted to be there and wanted to participate. I think a lot of people wanted to drink and wanted to get high and wanted to have sex. I highly doubt if people were being held captive in chains and handcuffs and cages. If that was to come out, I'd be very surprised. So it is what it is, man. They knew they was dealing with somebody rich with hundreds of millions. They was looking for a come up, some fun, meet celebrities, hoping they get contracts and all kind of things, man. That's how I feel. So, hey, depending on the charge, they love Diddy. I'm sure they did love Diddy parties, man. Don't pay attention, kid. They're not real bangers. Now, Munchie B recognized real about sets banging outside Cali. So the Munchie, while everybody else still being busted about it. See, that's a controversial question to speak on because people piss their pants, get mad and upset, and feel disrespected very easily. But I think everybody has an opinion, man, and some opinions are more valid than others. How y'all crip in y'all states, that's y'all business. Only thing I ever really said was if you don't carry on the same beast as the sets in LA, why would you even want to be a part of it? Because you're not doing anything to help the set. You're not doing anything to further the set. Now, somebody brought to my attention if they in another state, why should they have beef with people in their state? And I thought that point was kind of valid. But why don't you be from that gang with the people that you're not beefing with? Or why don't you just claim your own city? You could still be a Crip, Blood, Pyro, Brim, whatever you want to be. You don't have to be from a particular set if you're not gonna roll with them. And when you from another city or state, right? Just make up something. Kalamazoo in Michigan, right? Kalamazoo in Michigan, however you say it. If you from there, right? You should speak. This is my opinion. You should speak on the homies as in us. Like, yeah, the homies this, the homies that. Yeah, the set this, the set that. Don't say them dudes did this, them dudes did that. I don't care about them dudes. You know what I'm saying? That's like that don't line up to me. But to each his own, man. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about Crips and Bloods and other states. Whatever they doing, that's their business. You know what I mean? But thanks for the question, my brother. His parties are not on trial. The freak offs and parties are two different things. They calling it the freak off though. I don't know. I don't know. You got the best theme song on YouTube, Mac. Been watching since 2016. You always have good energy. I didn't always have good energy though. I try to have good energy. You know, I used to get pissed off so easy on here. Y'all get me going so easy. Like how I'm talking about, it's easy to piss dudes off in other cities. I used to get pissed off on YouTube, man. I used to be like, man, I want to punch the screen and sock. Man, I used to want to find dude's IP address and pop up at their door. Man, I used to be going through it, laying in my motel like, damn, when I'm gonna get out of here. Man, I'd rather go chip one of these fools talking shit and go lay up in a jail cell. And then I'd be like, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But you know, I run across a lot of people, man, from rival sets in the streets, man. I ain't never had one issue, not one problem, one issue. I think the last dude I met, I told you I was from Campanella, Peru, and Compton. Say he was Slick's homeboy. He gave it up. Um, But I done met some kitchens, some matrix gangsters. I done met a lot of dudes, man. A lot of bloods. More bloods than anything. More bloods. Pacoima, Piru, uh, West Side, Piru. Man, a lot of places, man. So it's all love. And that's all a product of good energy, man. That's just dudes knowing I ain't on no foul stuff. I'm not doing no disrespectful, hating stuff toward anybody's set hood. But when I tell a story, man, y'all tuck your feelings in, man, before you click on Mac videos. I tell a story. I don't need y'all getting all upset and stuff, man. I ain't talking about blowing none of your homies' heads off. I'm talking about dudes that been telling, or dudes that ran. You know what I mean? If I could talk about my losses, why I can't talk about my rivals' loss, my adversaries' losses? You feel me? Do anyone know anyone from Harvard Gangster Crip? I never seen an interview. I was going to interview their founder, and he procrastinated, and then I couldn't make it to California, and then he passed. So we won't be getting that founder interview of Harvard Gangsters, man. I think Mike Concepcion could probably tell some Harvard history. Kev, you used to want to squabble everybody who, man, I'm telling you, man, I used to be mad. But I can't squabble nobody, man. All I could do, man, I could get that first punch off, man. If I'm lucky, I get that left right combination. That's it, man. I can't fight. Dude, I got all this icy hot, man. I got all this Epsom salt, man. I got cold packs and heat packs. Man, my body, you would think I'm Saquon Barkley or somebody, man. You think I'm Najee Harris. The way I got all this stuff in my body, man. My body is told. I can't even exercise no more. Only thing I could do is lift dumbbells, homie. That's it. That's all I could do, man. All I could do is try to keep that back on when I come with that right. Blah! Try to keep that tight back there. You know, that half a horseshoe. The horseshoe can't nobody see but me. Like, nigga, look like an Indianapolis Colt helmet, nigga, but nobody else see it, man. I got all care back fell. Oh, we got a homie stepping to the forefront. Classic Jones, you hear about the thousands of MAGA folks stuck in the desert at Coachella waiting on buses that ain't coming. They still out there waiting. Nah. Well, I mean, if that's the case, it got to be some people in buses coming to get them, right? Man, you got to touch that chin right, though. Some dudes got hard chins. Some dudes got quick chins. You know what I mean? Hey, you come a long way, Big Kev. Is moving positive homes, universal. Wow, your energy of love and honor. I appreciate that. 91 in the chat. Y'all go and click that like button one time. That hand is what you call an overhand hook. Okay, overhand hook. What's the left? An uppercut? Come with the left uppercut and the right overhand. After that, I'm good as dead, homie. After that, I'm good as dead, man. You ever heard? Never mind, I ain't gonna say. That's what they get for attending that whack. Serves everyone who attended right. Oh, wow. How did Trump get out of there, man? Trump told them business drivers, Mexico go back. That's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. Oh, you just gonna work me with the combinations. So now I don't get an uppercut and an overhand. I just have to have a combination. Oh man, y'all funny, man. Y'all funny, man. It's good to be able to chat with y'all, man. Good to be able to chat with y'all. DJ, what, we gonna laugh and clown about some sports later or what? So I'ma still have, is that the 18th? No, Friday is the 18th. Okay, I'm gonna have to do two shows on the 18th. We're gonna have to do this one with the ladies of KMV. Then we'll do the sports channel. I'm gonna have a female friend come on and talk sports. She can't talk about her relationships to certain players, but she could talk to us about sports from a fan's point of view. Jerome Wallace probably know her. She from his neck of the woods. He probably know her. He gonna be like, Kev, you know her? I knew her brother. He was a G. But Kev, I thought it was a possibility that we would get into it with some cats them days we hung out because of your background. That would have been a story to tell here. Yeah. I say that with a lot of people, man. When the first time I hung out with Southside, yeah, I felt like that for sure. Shit, Jerry. Matter of fact, that whole first meeting, we went to a motorcycle club. At that motorcycle club, it almost went down. We were so close to getting into it. I know I damn sure was that night. But I always think about that. Those would be good stories to tell. But I don't want to come out on the losing side of them stories. Y'all be like, nigga, Cam took off on. I got to throw a combination. I worked this dude. I grabbed this dude. I worked him. I look back. I didn't see Cam. I'm like, damn, where the homie go? I look down. I see that nigga not go out. I see him stomping him, kicking him. That nigga LA hat gone. That nigga strings is gone. I don't want to be on that kind of story, man. I don't want to be on that kind of story, dog. Are the Blue Channel video copyrighted? I see your channel's using content and blurring your watermark. Yeah, all my stuff is copyrighted, but people steal it. Um, they don't catch it, so I gotta go catch it myself and report them. And I don't be having the time for that. When I do have time, man, I don't feel like doing it. I do it sometime though. Every now and then when I do it, I come and tell y'all. I'll be like, I zap 2 channels, zap 3 videos a day. I come tell y'all. So I haven't done it in a long time. I got a few that need to be zapped right now. Dudes be stealing my Monster Cody videos, my Hoover videos, my Broadway videos, all the time. All the time. Now it makes sense when they used to say, do you know such and such from Broadway? Can you get a Broadway interview? Can you get a Hoover interview? Remember they used to always say, you don't do no Hoovers. You ain't got no Hoover history. You don't mess with the Hoover. Remember they used to always say that? Now it makes sense. They just wanted me to get some Hoover stuff so they could steal it and repost parts of it. It all makes sense now. Like I didn't get it back then, but they try to tap into that gangster Hoover thing, right? I mean, it's pretty obvious now, but I didn't know back then what they was doing. So now they like to come and talk about the laughing video and always talking about Cowboy. So you could assume they want me to say some things so they could grab that and throw that in their videos, right? My camera was better when? What camera was better? I seen your content with Japanese, right? We all good that night. Yeah, for sure. Dino Eastside, what up? Facts, Kev, they trolls coming from the guy's channel, then they find you and go back, share your info with them. Absolutely, man. But I'm comfortable in my own skin, man. Like, I'm not a guy whose face isn't on YouTube. I'm not a guy that doesn't frequent LA, Las Vegas, and Houston, right? I'm actually in these places. I don't wear no makeup, no wigs, or change my dress style, right? So dudes know me when they see me. These dudes that be doing all this stealing and posting stuff, we don't know what they look like. We don't know what cities they in, none of that. So you always can tell that they have ulterior motives and that they know nobody know them and they want to keep it that way. Anybody betting on Trump or Kamala, crazy, right? Like Nettie said, I'm from the Bay Area. So I didn't know about the LA gang history, but your historian skills made me feel I was there. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Shout out to Baby S Mac, man. Reggie Owens, what up with it? You more creative with this YouTube because you touch on more subjects. You don't stay in one lane. You know, baby, appreciate the comment. You know what I always tell people, man. People used to always tell me to write a book. My mother was the first one, but a lot of people used to tell me write a book. People used to tell me do interviews because they always felt my life was multifaceted. And I bought into it. I'm like, you know what? You're right. Like my life, honest to God truth, man. I promise you. I used to always say my life is boring, my life ain't shit. You know, I'm a failure in life. But people would motivate me and say, nah, man, you this, that, and that, your life is interesting. And I heard it so much, I started to believe it. And I was like, oh shit, maybe my life actually having conversations with different people, and they'd be like, oh, I never knew that, or I never knew you did that. It started to make me believe that maybe I was a little bit exciting and multifaceted. And so I finally wrote that book. Unfortunately, mom's was gone when I wrote that book. Grandma was gone when I wrote that book. But I met a few people with similar lives to me. Southside Compton, Jerome Wallace. There's a lot of people with lives like me. You know what I mean? Just some people still out there. Some people got creepy past. Some people just don't want their face on camera. Some people don't, you know, they got other lives and other hustles, and they don't want to put their face on front street. So that's what made me a little bit different. But now you got a lot of guys that's actually rats, dropouts, child molesters, stuff like that, that'll jump on YouTube real quick and start pointing the finger and the blame at other people because of their own insecurities, and they want to be on the level of everybody else or above everybody else. So they got to put the next man down. You know, me personally, that ain't my forte. Unless you jump out there on me first, and a lot of times I still let that slide, right? Just to let these viewers know, Kev and DJ ain't no little dudes, so you don't think you got an easy win. Like that's funny you say that too. A lot of dudes when they meet me, they see me on a picture with somebody tall, like let's say Nipsey Hussle, they'll say, I didn't know you was that tall. I thought you was a little dude. The reason why I always say I was a little dude back then in my videos, because I weighed like 147 to 152 pounds. Little meaning skinny, light in the ass. Like I had no weight, no power behind me when I call myself a little dude. Not because I'm 5'7" or 5'8". You know what I mean? But now I done gained so much weight, and I got, got a little fat on me, gut on me, and stuff like that. I don't consider myself a little dude no more. Cause you was 80 pounds. No, I wasn't. Yeah, I was tall and skinny, Abby. But no, J Bone, I wasn't ever DJ Quick size, homie. I wasn't DJ Quick size, but I was close, homie. I was close. From gambling, hustling, hidden licks to YouTube stories of melees as a kid growing up on the west side, county jail pen. Yeah, Kev, you definitely got an interesting life. How you gonna leave out the ladies, the girlfriends, the baby mamas, the call girls? You can't leave them out. The low riding, the burglaries. Did you say robberies? You left the robberies out. Man, you left a whole lot out on me. I was once 155 30 years ago. Now I'm hefty, but my words move swell, so I'm not easy with. Well, you look like you still in shape, and you look like you still work out. So I wouldn't think you was an easy win. Absolutely, I wouldn't think that by looking at you. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, J Bone, I'm old, homie. I just ain't great. Matter of fact, no, this one. I bought some tweezers. I just cut some gray out this eyebrow before I went live. Before I put Vaseline on my face, I cut the gray out, man. Still got gray down here though, homie. I'm old. I call myself old all the time, man. It's a blessing to be my age. It's a lot bigger blessing for my homies that's older than me. I know you're a humble dude, kid, but be proud and take credit for the things you've done. Man, I ain't tripping, man. Like, good or bad, I ain't tripping, man. I be down on myself sometime. I be down on my life sometime. But guess what? Some days I be on cloud nine. I be happy as hell. Love my family. Glad to be around family. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I don't go out a lot. I don't go out often at all. But when I do go out, I like to have fun. And those nights become more memorable and more meaningful to me because I don't have a bunch of them. You feel me? Man, yeah, though, but you probably, when you think about my life being interesting, especially for people outside of LA, I'm gonna say outside of California, but I've known a lot of celebrities. I've known or met a lot of celebrities. So that was always another aspect as well. I remember when we used to go to Stockton when I was a little kid. I was about 7, 8 years old, and we would go to Stockton, California, in the Central Valley, not as far as going up north. And they would all, matter of fact, when I would go to San Francisco too, San Francisco and Stockton, and people would say, "Hey man, you ever seen the Jacksons?" Or they would say, "What's it like being in Hollywood?" Another thing they used to always ask me, "What part of LA you from?" I was a little kid. All I knew was LA. I'm like, "I'm from LA." "Yeah, but what part? You from Compton, Inglewood?" I'm like, "No, I'm from LA." Like, they used to confuse the hell out of me. I used to be like, "Mom, why they always ask me what part of LA I'm from?" She would say, "Don't worry about it, you from LA." So I just grew up an LA dude, you know what I mean? On the border of the city, but lived in the county. Our hood covers both the city, the county, and a portion of Inglewood, a street in Inglewood, let's say. Say a street in Inglewood. Kim Mac, I was in a city called Nottingham, England recently. I saw some old graffiti that said Crip. I took a pic. It looked like it's from the 90s. Man, y'all let graffiti stay on your wall for 30 years? Boy, y'all bad, man. Y'all bad. You probably still got condoms in your alleys. They call WFG. Really? Mm. Waterfront gang. All right, I got you. I got you. All right, we're getting the numbers up in here. Yo, we getting some numbers back. Buck Wild, what it do, homeboy? So it's your Tigers, though. What's up with your Detroit Tigers, though? What's that dude? That dude that came here bragging about Detroit. Ain't heard nothing from him since. But I hate Screwball lost, though. Made me look real dumb. Oh, man. So, Dodgers Yankee World Series, yo? Okay, I'm going to wait for the channel. But Dodgers Yankees, yo? Or do the Mets come back? Oh man, I like having fun with y'all, man. I like having fun with you. You can tell by my energy tonight. You can tell it's a little different from all the last week, right? Can't you just tell it's different? Schoolball gave up a grand slam. You know what? I did not watch that game, homie. I did not watch it because I didn't have nothing on it. But I got a question for you. Serious question. What was going on with his fielding? Somebody told me he had errors. Somebody told me he couldn't field a bunt. And is that true? What was going on with that dude, man? Next thing I know, it's 5-1. I'm like, damn, Buck Wild hit me. It was 0-0. He hit me back like, how they get them runs? I look, it was 5-1 in a matter of a couple of minutes. Buck Wild, I feel you, man. I feel you. I feel you. They about to start building that A stadium on Tropicana. Yeah, I've been hearing them blow it up lately. I'm sitting at work, documenting today's events, listening to Kev. That's right, Dino. That's right. It's Milk. Can you do a story on Sandman? Rest in peace. Somebody asked me if I knew him the other night, and I said that I started to do a story on Sandman, but I didn't. I might be able to. It's gonna be short because my I don't even want to say friendship. My knowledge of him was very short, but I remember the day that I met him, and I remember who was there the day that I met him, and what we talked about and what was being discussed. I think y'all will find that interesting, but I also didn't want to be putting names out there that you know, that trolls and haters and content stealers see and grab and start repost. I like my stuff to be on my channel. I don't like my stuff all on other people's channel. So I'll be conscious of what names I mention in the story. I'll be like, nah, they're gonna grab that. People gonna see me all over the place. And I know that's part of popularity and getting your channel popping, but I don't want my content all over the place because people don't understand where what place I come from when I approach these conversations and situations. But I might milk. I ain't gonna count it out. That's true. We loved LA as a kid because Boys in the Hood movie in Hollywood was there. You ever going to reach the full length version of some of the older interviews? I don't have no full length version. Oh, you nah, because my computer won't allow me to put no whole couple hours worth of interview at one time. So maybe in light years when I get a new computer, but nah, I don't plan on doing that no time soon. Would be a good idea if we get some more traffic though. So thanks for that. You got enough for a Fat Jack video? Yeah, but I don't know if I could really make it cool though, because Fat Jack was the homie, but I didn't know Fat Jack. I just used to see him, and Fat Jack looked like a real G, big old giant dude, the braids and shit, and he was kind of like old school a little bit. So like, it's not the greatest of story. I don't want to seem scandalous, especially to a homie that's resting. But I mean, I probably could. I remember seeing this girl over. They used to sell herself over there. You know what I'm saying? I went to Vegas with him, done some gambling with him, and so I probably could do a Fat Jack story, but it's so many different stories. I'd have to figure out how do I make all these stories make sense to combine it into one story. I probably have to get a. We probably got pictures of Fat Jack. I probably have to get his birthday or something like that to make it even better, right? Yeah, he's from UG. That was the homie. Yeah, he looked like he could have played in the NFL. We used to gamble though. We went to Vegas together a few times. I don't have no Bruce Richardson stories other than the last story I told, the 6-7 neighborhood ones. I mentioned Bruce Richardson in the story about having the car shop on 52nd and Crenshaw, the car wash, Genius Car Wash on 52nd and Crenshaw. You know, no, I don't have no real dealings with Bruce. I used to just always pass by and see Bruce, and see a bunch of Brims or the homies. I go get my car washed and just bounce up out of there. So no, I don't really have no Bruce stories really. 101 in the chat, like, subscribe. That's right. That's right. But Fat Jack was cool though, man. We used to call Fat Jack UG60. We used to tell him he had dual citizenship. So Fat Jack and Hitman, they was homies. They could go anywhere in the 60s. They could talk shit to any 60 they wanted to because they was like homies. They could do whatever the homies would do. And shit, Fat Jack lived in the hood. Hitman was in the hood every day. Did you know Green Eye Keystone? I absolutely knew Green Eye Keystone. When he bought that house up the hill on 60th, it wasn't too far from me, man. It's about 4 blocks from me, 5 blocks at the most. If you count 57, Slauson, about 5 blocks from me, six at the most. He stayed on 60th. I stayed off 57. No, it wasn't 57th. It was 52nd. 52nd. I think it's an empty lot now. I think it's just it's an empty lot over there now. Across from that car wash right now, cat a corner from a school. I think is it a school? I think it's a school right there now. But 52nd. I used to always walk past there from Crenshaw High every day, unless I drove to school, which was not often. I didn't drive to school often. I would usually walk. Me and your boy Lil Looney, we used to walk to school every day, September, October, till he got kicked out. Reggie Owens, I'm claiming to be a cousin in the boxing sector for clout. Only time I knew of my pops drinking was when Fat Jack died. And he came to the hood to see my pops right before he died. Man. Yeah, Fat Jack was at home. We could probably dig up pictures and video of Fat Jack. It would just be like a scan. He's not on there talking or nothing like that. Kel, when you were young, could you walk through other hoods without being sweated? Hell no. Had a problem walking through other hoods before I even gangbanged. Yeah, I was 10 years old and 11 years old walking through hoods getting sweated. What? I'll never forget. I was going to tell this story one day, but I'll never forget. I was walking down 54th and I got to 2nd Ave. And before I got to 2nd Ave, I seen about 4 or 5 dudes. They were older than me, though. They probably were about 15 years old. I would guess about 15 years old. And I see Little Red, and they disappeared. And when I get up to where they was, some dudes come around the corner, like maybe they went out the back and came around down 2nd Ave. And they get at me like, "What's up? You tripping?" I'm like, "No, I ain't tripping." "You tripping?" "No, I ain't tripping." "You better not be, blood." And then I realized, I said, "Damn, they was asking me, was I cripping?" They was dissing Crip by saying, "Was you tripping?" I didn't have no clue, nigga. I didn't gang bang. I probably was 11. I'm like, what? See, they always talk about Crips. We banged because Crips was bullies. We banged because Crips was aggressive. Nigga, Bloods was too. All about where you was and who you ran across, man. How are we not the same? We all black. We all in LA. How is one side not the same as the other side? Like I hate when I hear, no disrespect to nobody, but I hate when I hear Damu say, "Nigga, I whooped on 13 Crips, nigga. Nigga, I whooped on 13 Crips." I mean, like, really? Like, how, dude? Like, for real? If that's the case, you super blood like that, y'all should have never had problems with Crips, ever. You beating up 13 Crips, nigga. You should have been on the main line in the county jail. You should have still been squabbling in the penitentiary. You should have stood up to Mexicans at some point. Like, man, come on, man. And Crips are bullies? Come on, man. When y'all went to church, when y'all was young, what I'm saying, though, is, before I get off point, what I'm saying is, how is it a blood can whoop 13 Crips, but a Crip can't whoop 13 Bloods? Like, we all the same. We all grew up in the same place. We all got this gang banging shit down the same. Like, nigga, one side ain't harder than the other. I mean, don't get me wrong. We looked at some Bloods as harder than Crips because you had to be hard to be a Blood. But I ain't never heard no nigga saying could no Crip whoop this dude. Could no, you know what I'm saying? Because Crips and Bloods, you can lose a fight. Some of the best champions done lost fights. Kim Mac, I know you say my Detroit Lions tonight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all lost though. Man, I never walk ever. That's a no. Man, look, man, when I was 10 years old, I had to walk to the jungle every day. Walking was just part of what we did. Either you walk or you steal somebody's bike. Or when at 10 or 11, we didn't even know how to sneak on the bus yet. Sneaking on the bus didn't come to junior high school for me and my partners. But uh we walked everywhere, man. We walked everywhere. We walked to Culver City, we walked to Centinela Park, we walked to the Forum, we walked to Van Ness Park, I'd even walked to Western. Uh Shit, I walked home from the east side a few times up Santa Barbara. You feel me? We rode bikes and walked every right, man. Dude, Victoria Lopez, homie, what you mean you didn't walk, fool? I never did no break dancing, man. I can't even dance, homie, let alone break a dance. Yeah, I know Detroit Tigers play good. So did the New York Mets, man. I was an advocate for the Tigers, man. Only thing made me mad about the Tigers was when one of y'all came in here talking about your Tigers. I tell you, man, fans of teams piss me off. A lot of times, I don't dislike a team. I like every team. I don't like the fans or something. You know what I'm saying? Fans be getting at me like I'm the enemy or like they know something I don't know. And I take that wrong. I feel offended, you know what I mean? In a good competitive way. But shit, I done an hour, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here, man. I'm listening, Southside. I'm listening, man. When y'all went to church, y'all was younger. Will y'all ever see enemies? And what would happen? First of all, I had only went to two churches. I went to the church in Windsor Hills. You wasn't gonna see no Crip, no blood. You wasn't gonna find no South Sider, no North Sider. You wasn't gonna find no. You wasn't gonna find no Slauson, no businessman. You wasn't gonna find nothing in Windsor Hills but maids, housewives, and maybe a celebrity. So no enemies in Windsor Hills. Now, when I would go to the East Side, we would go to Phillips Temple over there off of Central in like 43rd, something like that, Central and 40 something, right? Um, it was always 4 trays or 5 trays out there. It was always Avalons out there, always. But nah, man, they knew niggas was going to church, man. And they gonna bang on a little kid with an old lady or a whole family. So nah, brother, no. I'm gonna get up out of here though, y'all. I'm gonna go to the sports channel and boxing. I hate the mess out of fighter fans. You see what I'm saying? Like they don't understand how they piss you off. And a majority of them just be bandwagoners. Some of them just be happy because their team is winning. If you pull for any team in Detroit, nigga, you're gonna be ecstatic when they win. Like Detroit don't celebrate nothing but crime and building cars. Music. I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all take it easy, man. I'm going to the sports channel, y'all. Have some fun. Meet me over there, y'all. Peace. Hey, good looking out, man. To those that cash at me, man. Appreciate y'all. Cedric, Jerry Allen, Candace, Jason, and Casey. Appreciate it. I'm out of here, y'all. Later.